Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
This is Susanna Beatrice, previous Sanna Sanita, sitting here with
me, Matt, sitting in Poland.
And De'an.
And De'an. Where are you, De'an?
I'm in a house.
In a house, wonderful. So we wanted to take the opportunity to gather and speak briefly about the Dearmouring, upcoming Dearmouring training that will happen in Sweden. The 9th to 21st, no, 11th to 21st September,
Something
right?
Like that.
Something like that. There will be a link.
Yeah.
So we decided to have an open conversation to see what comes out from that and inspire more to discover this potent, fantastic method. So I actually want to start with asking you guys, because recently I've been meeting a lot of people and I say, well, I have this school and I've trained people in Dearmouring and sexual healing, and they're like, what the fuck is that? So even though in our community, there is a lot of people, there's a buzzword and it's growing, there is so many more people who have no idea what Dearmouring is. So what about opening the box? What is Dearmouring for you, De'an?
Yeah, I mean, Dearmouring really is a wide topic. The way I understand it, or the way I do it, is really a combination of body work, energy work, emotional work, trauma therapy. I think in the essence, anything that stands between me and full openness or God, I see as armor. So the way I see it, the road is long. There's many armors need to be let go of in order for us to free the spirit, free the being. Essentially, it's easier to be me. The less armor I carry, it's easier to be me. So what is Dearmouring is like returning to my simple core human nature, where it's just me and no kind of the filters and preconceived ideas and behavioral patterns and baggage under the skeletons and constructive kind of view. And so freedom, Dearmouring is freedom. It's bringing lightness to being. Easier to be me, I guess, when I'm Dearmoured. Like in a nutshell. I could go on and on, but I think that sums it up.
So what are the three? I mean, I totally relate. It's so hard to nail that down. But what are the three? If you would mention three key benefits that people get out of Dearmouring, if you just like this that you see, I mean, it will be different for all of us. And the key, like, this is what I really see.
Ease of being. Expressiveness. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
So whether it be written word, whether it's dancing, movement, communication, whether it's expressiveness, I think people are generally expressed, and more life, more energy to be alive in the body. I guess those three come to mind. What about you, Matt? Do you have any kind of three different ones?
Let's go. I would love to hear okay.
All right. Matt.
Yeah, well, what I can say about Dearmouring is, we have all different ways where we all start. And, I'm just very much in this realm of, emotional and mental Dearmouring. And I've done many, many years of physical Dearmouring. So as well, educated facilitator and practitioners in that. So what I actually do at the moment is providing Dearmouring more on our operation system, our mental capacity to access emotional fluency, and so that we actually can be authentic with the expression of our very being, and that all that doesn't make any sense if the physical body is still in the space of contraction. So this is what the main benefit out of the training is that people will get the armor, the contraction out of their body, that they literally have enough space for that emotional and operation system upgrade, that they can be the way how they want to be, that their vessel of their body can hold this amount of energy that will occur when we're going through this process. So it's a full package on all levels.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yuchika.
Yeah, I'm also picking up on what you say, and what I often say is that the Dearmouring for me is really one of the most potent methods. Like, it's really changed my life, because, like you say, it liberates the stuck emotion, it liberates the trauma, it helps us to become more fluid, alive, expressive. And also on top that we work with the sexual healing, which I think is so important. And no other method that I know of goes so deep into the whole human experience, actually. Like, we work on the emotional level, on the physical level, on the mental level, on a spiritual level, in order to be more, for me, what it boils down to in the end is to be more human. Like, to be, you know, how authentic can I be? How alive can I be? How much can I enjoy life? How much can I express myself? Yeah. And also with the other levels, like when we freed more of that we can start to feel ourselves deeper and feel the sexual energy deeper, for example. So for me, Dearmouring, I get all like shaky and passionate when I speak about it, because it's really, it's such an amazing process of becoming more alive and authentic and real.
As you speak, I just want to jump in. Actually, what hit me was that I don't really know any other modality of working with people, which is, as you say, it's so, everything is in, everything is allowed. Yeah. So much so that even sexuality and actual working with sexual bits is fully okay. Yeah. Like, there is no other massage, body work, therapy that actually has access to it all. And I think this is what makes it so potent. They actually, literally anything goes, like any part of your body, bring it on. It's okay. Yeah. I think this is also, now we're saying, it's like, there is no other modality. Like, you could be like tantric something, like a masseuse, whatever, but that's just like one thing. Or you could be a psychotherapist, but this is like definitely one thing. Or you could be like a shiatsu, amazing, mind-blowing body worker, but don't you dare touch a penis. Exactly. And here it's like, it's all open. Yeah. All games on. So I think this is, for me, also what's so amazing about it. Yeah, and when you say that, sorry, Matt. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So, I mean, my kind of main achievement that I would say that I just like gained out of my own experience of Dearmouring is, and I guess we all have that. Before we could actually do that, we had to go through a long way of being de-armored ourselves before we can actually provide that in this realm. And we have all our experiences. And this is what I think what most people will get out of that is, you know, this word conductivity comes into my mind. So being more open and capable of conducting our own capacity of energy that comes through. And this training is a very kind of dense process. And in this dense process, there's nothing that is being unseen on a physical, emotional, or on a mental level. It will all pop into the open. And everything that is popping into the open on this level of having an armor that can go, will go, because it's not sustainable in our daily life expression of our authentic self. And all that stuff, this is what people will leave behind in the training, and when they are in life, they are all more conductive in engaging with friends, family, colleagues, or with their lover, and how they express themselves in an authentic way. And that is an unchangeable shift when that is de-armored. And that's one of the biggest achievements that I experience in my life doing this process.
And that is actually what I really love and honor with the training and the space that we hold. And I say that from like the depth of my heart, the inclusiveness and the allowance of being everything. It's like, it's okay to have shadows. It's okay to have the weird thoughts. It's okay to be repressed in one area. It's okay to project on us. Like, I love this space of rawness and honesty that we invite, because this is really the world I want to live in. Like Matt, you come back to a lot, conducting ourselves, but being raw, honest, and vulnerable, and open and authentic in that. And it's okay. Like, we all have our fuck ups and flaws and shadows and insecurities and projecting on people. And how can we invite that into it open to clean it up? It's like, how can we get the clear mirror of what is true and not with other people? And this is really like what I feel is the core of this whole training. It's like, how can we be more real? And it's okay. Yeah.
And also what I love about it is, I know it's our training and it's our baby, blah, blah, but I do like the three of us are doing it because we are so different as people, as experience, you know, and then to talk about the same thing from three different aspects, I think it's very enriching. Even this conversation, it's really, I'm kind of like, wow, we're doing this training. Like, wow, there's, I mean, there's, okay, ego, big ego, whatever, but actually there's a lot of experience between us here, a very different experience that we bring to it. So I also like that. I also actually, it's our training, but I don't know any other training that has three facilitators who are so varied in their previous experience, if you like, and still talking about the same thing. It's like talking three different languages in one room. It's a very rich learning environment, experiential environment.
I want to piggyback on that one, because this is exactly what the diversity of our expertise of the three of us has in common. And you know, the three trainings that I've been teaching with you guys, this is where I see this benefit, because we're having so different approaches, the three of us, and it doesn't matter when people come up from all stages of life, where whatever they are, when they come into this training, because they're getting kind of laser focused from three different points, there's no way of hiding, you know, and this is
one of us is going to pick it up saying,
right.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to say that, you know, I don't feel it's big ego to say that, because I can actually say from the depth of my heart, with the experience that we have with this training, that this is good stuff. Like every time I promote the training, I know I don't need to promote it. It's like it's self-selling, because people who go through it, they know the depth and the quality of it. So I feel actually I feel honored to hold this space, because it provides long-lasting change in people. You know, this is not a fluffy experience. This is like in-depth experience, life-changing experience. And I feel protective over this almost, because it's so potent.
I'm chuckling because as you're speaking, I observe, so I have like 30 people, whatever, coming to the training on day one. And then I'm just watching them dropping into like how real this actually is.
Yeah.
Like somebody tries to play some drama and it just like in front of everybody just melts. It's like, oh, like one mask just goes. And then I was just chuckling because, I mean, for you people that are coming into the training, you're so welcome. And then at the end of the training, we can have another conversation where you recognize what we're actually laughing about now, because it's so obvious. Like on day one, they kind of, I know it all, there's 30, I know it all sitting there. And then on day 11, there's like 30, oh, wow, I know I'm full of shit and it's okay. People sitting around the circle, like real, you know?
Yeah.
I want to pick up on that, because this is the misconception or misbelief about this training, is when people come and they believe that Dearmouring is to learn a set of points.
Oh yeah, ABC.
And there is like, there's so little, I mean, the points are like, what is it, 5-10%, you know, and you know, this is just like the micro tip of the iceberg. And Dearmouring is really like, it's just the full-blown experience that is also so individual. You know, of course, it's the physical points. Of course, it's about holding space, being in the heart, being connected, being in alignment, you know, being there and learning all these different tools and techniques. I mean, whoever seeing this and are feeling pulled to join, you know, you will learn so many different tools that you can use on your everyday basis in all settings with your client. Every little piece of the training is designed that you can use in your real life. And Dearmouring is so much more than just pressing points. It's like to open another person, you have to be really attentive, and then you can do that through verbal Dearmouring, you can do that through role play, you can do it through physical points, you can do it multiple ways. You will learn so many different tools to do that. And that is the outstanding piece, because it's an art form, you know, it's like painting a new picture in every moment.
Yeah, what I personally really love, and what I've observed in the last years, is that people who are coming have done a lot of stuff already, and then the kind of the shift of transformation, the before and after, what they actually said, just like, oh my God, I've done so much stuff, but this is the real stuff. And kind of the level of embodiment that people get out of that is one of the biggest points that I see in people again and again. But then as well, this kind of transformative soul striptease that people can choose to go through to get away, get rid of all that ballast what they have, and the community that they can build with each other in this 11 days in this training. And the maintaining connection out of that afterwards to supporting each other. So I just still know people, they connected 2 years ago in the training, and they're still kind of friends and just having exchanges with each other. And that's just fantastic, the community that is created through that. Yeah. So just do it.
Yeah, it is.
And now I'm thinking, like, when I was being a Dearmouring practitioner before this training, like years ago, there was very few other people that I could talk to. There was definitely no group that I could go and say, hey guys, I have this question, I'm a new practitioner, how do I deal with XYZ? And now I'm kind of piggybacking on this idea of the community, that we actually have a Facebook group with how many now, like 250 something people,
250 something.
Yeah, practitioners that all did the training over the last 6 or 7 years. And now anybody who has a question, is a bank of experienced people that you can actually turn to and share and ask. And I mean, that's amazing. Another aspect of this community, not only people stay friends, but professionally you can get further training, and they do, just by being part of the community. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and the afterwards upgrade that is possible if people just want to go with this in a profession and really sharing that with life. So everything that we provide, the three of us, on expertise, to just like, if you choosing to be part of that training and you're just getting serious about your profession and a business about the Dearmouring practitioner, you're on the right place, because we have all the tools that you need to just make that a really successful life income stream.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, any more important points to pass on to the new fledglings?
I want to briefly tap into this with the sexual healing as well, especially for those. I mean, like I said, many in our community knows Dearmouring, knows the sexual healing part, but many are kind of still jaw dropping. Like, you say, what? You touch people's genitals? And I often come back to, you know, how life-changing that was for me. Like you mentioned as well, and like you've done, you know, I've tried so many different methods here and there, but it was really when I came in contact with somebody just touching my yoni or my vagina without an intention of taking anything from me or getting anything from me. And the healing aspect of that is just incredibly important and life-changing. For me, that was really the missing piece that integrated myself into me, and to be more, live as a more confident woman in relating to others, in relating to my sexuality, in relating to self-love. Yeah, I learned to communicate. I learned to understand my body from the inside more than in, for example, lovemaking and relationship to a man, always being out there wanting to give something or perform. Yeah, suddenly I was like, wow, there is a whole universe in here, and I can be met with love and respect. And I see this is still, when I speak with people, it's still this transaction in lovemaking, the transaction where we come close to each other. And this is what I love with the Dearmouring and the sexual healing aspect. It's a people of like getting a map, like a step-by-step process. This is what happens when you are being touched just with love and care on parts that you might feel like, okay, this is only for lovemaking, it's very private and so on. And that, yeah, it's incredible, the healing of that. It's incredible. And I think it's everybody needs to go through that. Everybody, like this should be part of the curriculum in life, for sure.
One last piece that comes in my mind is that, you know, being curious and interested about giving that as a practitioner to others needs to include that we have to receive it first, because we can only guide people as far we've gotten ourselves. And that's a kind of a deep promise that everyone who is joining there will find a deeper level of themselves, of receiving, that they're just becoming more confident in giving it from an authentic place. And that's one of the biggest pieces, not to perform anything from a place of this is how it should be. No, it's just like being fully attentive and tuned into the person you are with, to just
Yeah.
guide them in their best version. And this is one of the biggest pieces that I can provide.
When you say that, then yeah, I want to emphasize or highlight that with the embodied experience of dearming. Like, you cannot read yourself through a book and like, I'm going to do this and then I do that. It's just, it doesn't exist. Such a book doesn't exist. It has to go through the body. It has to go through the direct experience. Yeah. And that is the most potent for various reasons. Like, because you know how it feels. You've taken somebody else into that depth. You've seen, 30 other people having the direct experience. I mean, where in life do you get so much practice at once of such a method? I mean, it's just so potent. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just logistically want to tag into it. You wanted to carry on the conversation, Matt?
Oh no, I just wanted to say that was the book. I mean, I've just written an entire chapter in the book about dearmoring based on what I've observed in the training. So that this is a kind of a waterproof, kind of really way of working with people. Well, you can read that in a book, but you cannot experience that in a book, but you experience that when you practice it. And that's what's happening. Yeah.
I just wanted to actually mention that this is the only training that we're doing this year, I believe. So we used to have 2 a year. Now it's September, and we don't actually have another date. So if you do want to do this training, then it's now. Yeah, it doesn't happen.
You're just gonna find I can't even remember the dates in my.
I think it's 12th to 21st of September.
Huh? 12th to 21st. Yeah.
But you're gonna have it in the link. You're gonna have all the details. But basically, there is certain kind of scarcity there because it's the only training for now.
Yeah.
So if you want to jump on it.
Yeah, 12th to 21st. So 12th to 21st of September in Sweden on Skeppsudden, an amazing place in nature. But we post the link in the comment box, so everybody, and they can reach out. So we post all the information and join us.
So, any more important things, or shall we wrap it up?
It will change your life forever. As it changed mine.
It will change your life better.
Yeah.
This is what I definitely could say.
Sanna and Matt, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Pleasure as always.
Love you both.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that dance again.
Yeah, it's a fun space.
All right.
Okay.
Back to everyone. Ciao, ciao. See you there.